Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, Perspectives Let's Talk. I am the host and my name is Robin. If you guys are watching, please subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the bell. That way you guys can be notified of all of my new uploads. So today, guys, I am going to be talking about spirituality and religion and my experience of the two because I've experienced both. So I just want to share with you guys my experience. I'm not about to get on here and preach or none of that. I ain't about to tell y'all no Bible verses or none of that or none of that. I just want to come on here and talk to y'all about it. Okay, y'all. So look, I was introduced to religion when I was in middle school. And so I was introduced to that by a good friend of mine and her family, and I learned some things with that. And recently I was introduced to spirituality, which is so crazy, y'all. I feel like I manifested spirituality honestly for myself because with the religion, I learned about God and stuff like that. And I always had faith and believed in a higher power. But I didn't really take to that throughout my adult life. I actually kind of strayed more away from it than I was drawn to it. So I started learning a little bit about spirituality, and it's funny because I have a family member that is very religious and wanted to kind of introduce my children to that. And honestly, it was like I didn't want to do that because to me, religion, the Christianity religion that I was taught, it puts a lot of I think it put a lot of limits on children to not be able to make mistakes. I feel like when I was learning about it, it was like you have to do X, Y, and Z. You can't be around. I was very judgmental. Oh God, that was like the worst part ever. I hate even talking about that, but I was a child, and so yeah. And my mom didn't tell me not to go. She was like, ooh, she probably was like, ooh, because I was very judgmental of her and her lifestyle because she didn't go to church with me. So I feel like it kind of drew a wedge in between my mother and I versus putting us together, which I feel like is the most important thing in life now. So basically, let me get back to the kids. So that's why I didn't really want them introduced to that because I feel like it scared me. It was things that I was told that scared me. Um, there were things I felt like just wasn't for me, honestly. With the Bible, with the Bible and stuff, honestly, I felt like I said, there was no room for error. I wasn't allowed to. You shouldn't hang with these type of people. You shouldn't listen to this type of music. It was so many limits. Like so many limits. Like it was. You couldn't just live life regularly, right? You couldn't just be a good person and live life and love everybody no matter what and be around everybody no matter what. And I had a problem with that because I didn't want my kids to be that. I wanted them to be good people, good humans. You know what I mean? Like love everybody. Everybody is not the same. And you shouldn't look down on people because they're not the same. Like, I have all different kind of people around me and in my family, and we're all different, but we still love one another. And I felt like I said, with the religion, it kind of just made me I definitely decided it was something I never wanted my kids to experience. If that's what they want to do when they become adults, go ahead, honey, do your thing. As long as you're not affected negatively, and the people that you love aren't affected negative in a negative way, then that's cool. But it's funny because my kids are such good kids. I'm gonna brag a little bit because I love them, and they are everything. They represent everything that I've taught them. Sometimes people be like, kids stray. That may be so. I can only speak from my own perspective and experience. I love my kids. They're good kids. Good grades, good kids, good humans. So yeah, I felt like And that was before the spirituality. Like I said, I feel like I manifested it because I'm like, no, I don't want them to, I don't want them to do that because I know how it affected me as a child. Excuse me. And I gotta take a sinus pill, y'all. But that's in a minute after I'm done. But so I began to learn about spirituality from my a friend of mine, my spiritual advisor. And it's funny how we kind of came together. Excuse me. She's a tarot reader, but she is very spiritual. So I learned things about just like the universe, pretty much. And so I feel like I went that way, and for me it feels good. I mean, it's funny because it's the only difference to me with the religion and the spirituality is that we still go through things, trials and tribulations, just like they say in church and stuff like that. But it's freeing. It doesn't put limitations on your life. Life is to be lived, and you should be able to do whatever you want to do when you want to do it. And I feel like that was the difference. It feels so good. It feels so good to be free. It feels so good to just be free. I mean, and it feels good to see things in sight. I mean, like, I believe in God and a higher power. I just don't believe in the Bible part of it, Excuse me. But it feels good to actually look at things in the universe, just like the numbers and the synchronicity and stuff like that. It's beautiful. It's everything. So I just say that I just wanted to come on here to say, like, basically choose which path is right for you. Like I said, my perspective is life is to be lived. There shouldn't be limitations. I mean, on who you can love, what you can do. I don't know where they do that at, but that doesn't work for me. And if it works for you, cool. But if not, don't be afraid to be different and be who you are. And as long as you're feeling good and you're not harming anybody, and you go for it. So yeah, that's it. Live your life how you want to do it. Live it with religion, whether it's Christianity, Buddha. I don't even know all the shit, so I ain't even gonna sit in here and try to say all those and say all of them on here. But just make sure at the end of the day that you satisfied with your life and what you chose, and for your children too, if you have them. Just don't put them in a box. I feel like nobody should be put in a box, but if you want to, do you? But that's it. I hope you guys got something from my religion versus spirituality. Well, my perspective on it. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any comments, comment, like it, love it, and subscribe. If you haven't, hit the subscribe button. Also, make sure you hit the bell. That way you'll be notified of all of my new uploads. You guys have a beautiful night.